G'day cocktail lovers. Dry January seems to be on everyone's lips this year. If you're not familiar with it, it's the idea that, well, over the festive season, maybe overdid it a bit with the imbibing of the alcohol. So as a health thing, maybe I'll not drink alcohol in January. Not doing it myself, but I do like to be supportive of people who choose to not drink alcohol. Few things make me angrier than someone trying to coerce someone into drinking alcohol. So here's my contribution. I've done a lot of milk clarified cocktails on the channel. I don't think I've ever done a non-alcoholic one. So that's what I want to do here. One of my favorite profiles for a clarified cocktail is the pina colada. So what I'm trying to do here is something that would evoke the feel of a pina colada that was made with a spice rum, but there's no alcohol. So first, the spice side, some kitchen cooking spices. So I put together some stuff, cinnamon, star anise, cardamom, nutmeg, and I toasted them, not burning them, not setting them on fire, just toasting them so the aromas come out. And then I added 500 mils of water to that. And I let that boil for a long time because we want very strong flavors here. Not forgetting, when you do a milk clarified cocktail, it smooths out the flavors. So you want to go stronger than usual. I also added a couple of tea bags, and they were exotic flavors. They had things like cinnamon and chai and ginger and turmeric. I just wanted all the flavors in there basically. And I let that boil for about 15 minutes. It basically boiled away about half the water. And you end up with a very dark tea, which I think you'd have to be quite bold to actually drink like that, honestly. That's essentially our spiced rum substitute. And when I put it together, I decided I'm going to make enough for a couple of drinks. If it's nice, my other half might like one as well. So the amounts I did were as follows. I did 120 mils or 4 ounces of the spiced tea. Then I did 200 mils of pineapple juice. Then I added 30 mils of lime juice, and I added 30 mils of my spiced apple syrup. Again, trying to get some of that molasses notes that you would normally get with rum that's a little bit difficult to get when it's not rum. And I added all of that to some coconut milk to clarify it, rather than using dairy milk. So added bonus, if you're vegan, this one's for you. And also the coconut milk, I'm trying to get that pina colada flavor in there as well. The ratio you want, however much of a batch you make, 4 parts of your cocktail to 1 part of the milk product. And you give that a gentle mix, and lo and behold, the curdling happens. Looks super disgusting, not that promising yet, but we have to do the clarifying. Pretty straightforward. Pour it through a paper coffee filter or cheesecloth, something else, very fine mesh. And what you'll find is the first amount that goes through, the curds haven't fully settled, so it runs through fast and it's a bit cloudy. So you need to let it go for a while, then put that amount back through, or even run the whole lot through more than once. After the clarification process, the scary brown sludgy stuff has become a brilliant, clear, bright yellow color. This calls for some clear ice to really show it off in a glass, and I thought I'd garnish it with a little mint as well. But now, the all-important taste test. What is our non-alcoholic clarified cocktail like? It's remarkable, like I made that tea so strong, and the flavors from it are just really subtle. This, to my mind, is quite different to a lot of mocktails, because often when I see mocktails, they've just chucked a lot of fruit and some syrup in there, and they're not terrible, but to me, mocktails tend to be samey. This is something that's quite different. It's got this really bright, clear taste, and there's just hints of all the flavors that have gone into it. It doesn't taste like a pina colada, but then again, mind you, when I clarify a real pina colada, it doesn't taste like a pina colada. Also tends to not taste like alcohol, which is always a bit dangerous. This one, definitely no alcohol. That is just a light, pleasant drink. I'm really happy with how this turns out. If you like non-alcoholic beverages and want to try something different, I very much suggest doing something like this. And remember, particularly strong flavors are called for, way stronger than you would think that you would ever want. Like that tea and spices that I put together, I would regard that as absolutely undrinkable before the clarification process, but the flavors come through in a very light, clean way. So, don't be scared. Jump in and go with strong flavors, much stronger than you think you want, and do the clarification, and I think you'll enjoy the result. I'm certainly enjoying this. If you're doing dry January, more power to you. I hope maybe this helps you along your way. Until I see you again, I'll say cheers.